You know it.
Right,
Yep, there we
we're
go.
going there.
Straight to PS2. Not an unexpected turn of events. As we move on in this match of winners semis, the second set, J2G Eni versus J2G Mariachi. Now Trey, we know both these players very equally skilled, very amazing players, and despite the seeding, despite the PR, I would go so far as to say that these are the best two players in the server these days.
I definitely wouldn't argue
Despite
with
the seeding. I think when both of these players are playing at their 80%, 90%, they are the best players that we have. I would definitely say that, and it goes to show they're constantly challenging each other, constantly keeping each other on their toes, and just staying just within a hair's distance of each other. So,
and always evolving everything. I mean, look at Mari's character selection here.
Oh yeah,
he's gone Ike this whole tournament. I mean, when did Mari start playing Ike?
I couldn't tell you. I think he's always had a little bit of a pocket Ike, but as far as playing him for SDI, a couple days ago, maybe a week ago.
Yeah, I mean, Mari, they're constantly innovating. For Eni, that means taking PT and trying to grind him to its best, and for Mari, that means, hey, let's try something new. So it's been really incredible. Both of them have been great players the entire time.
Yeah.
And you can tell from the percentage they're at and the way that the spacing is going here.
Yeah. If anything, I'm actually a little shocked. I'm a little surprised at how slow this match feels. Given both their skill levels, it feels like they're not moving as fast as they could be. It feels like they're really taking their time, really thinking about their movements. It's not just throwing out hitboxes. It feels very meticulous in a lot of ways. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it kind of has to be. I mean, you can't throw things out against Mari. That's how you lose, like I did.
Yeah. And Mari, he says it as a joke, I think, but I think he also means it. Sickest reads at SDI. Mari has pulled off some crazy reads. That being said, he's always had some poor luck in bracket, but he as a player he's super capable of pulling off some crazy reads and just insane competence, right? He's so good at just knowing the game. So it's just one of those things that just kind of shows itself. It rears its head as you watch him play.
Absolutely. I also think that Eni knows him so well. I mean, look at the little razor leaf. He threw that out before he started charging.
Yeah.
I mean, we're getting prepared for everything possible. There's one of the classic Eni mistakes: flare blitz too high.
Flare blitz, yep. Or just flare blitz too often. It worked out there coming up from ledge with it, but how many times have we seen flare blitz absolutely put Eni in a bad situation? I think he's lost an SDI because of flare blitz.
Yeah. I mean, I understand loving an attack that dashes you halfway across the stage. Believe me.
Oh yeah, yeah. Why wouldn't you, right?
But I'll tell you, you still have to be careful when you use it, and that's something that Mari excels at. Where Eni has lots of really flashy strategies, I also feel like Mari is a very careful player.
No, he absolutely is. Sorry, I'm just kind of watching their footsies here. Them going back and forth. Yes, Mari is a very careful player. He doesn't rush in. He doesn't make these dumb mistakes that you see, like me making, for instance.
Yeah.
So many of his movements feel meticulous. He gets perfect conversion, so he's not throwing out a down tilt and then a second down tilt after the first one hit, right? He's playing reactionary, right? You'll see him down tilt, down tilt, down tilt, and then he finally hits one and is immediately doing the back air, the forward air, or whatever his answer is to it,
Follow up, yeah.
Yeah, the follow up, and that just goes to show that that once you reach this level of play, which is certainly a level higher than both myself and Trey, you're not just looking for confirms. You're not just pressing the button. You're being meticulous about it. Speaking of, though, that was a very interesting end there. It just seemed like he pushed him back a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know if I feel like Ike definitely wasn't in Special Fall, but
No, but
I'm
it
not
could have just
sure
been a
why
situation. It could have just been a situation. Could have been Cloud, Charizard, Smash 4. There's just nothing to do there. Let's break our commentary's bias here. Both these players are signed by Just 2 Guys, right? Our commentator's unbiased. I mean, both of these players signed by Just 2 Guys. Who do you want to win?
Mario likes me more.
Mario. So you want Mario to win?
Yeah, he likes me. He's nice to me.
Who do you think will win?
Honestly, maybe Eni. I think Mari does have a hard time keeping up sometimes with SDI. It feels like he almost gets really bracket shy. Whereas it feels like to me like when Eni comes in a bracket, he might be really nervous, but he always plays his very best.
Yeah.
Where I feel like in the past we've seen Mari come in and just not feel quite right.
Yeah.
Now I'm not experiencing that right now, for the record, but I'm afraid that it could rear its head, and I think that might have been part of what happened at the end of that last match.
Yeah, that's very possible. And I think that we definitely, I think it wouldn't be too far off to say that we've seen that in SDI from Mari. Despite how good he is, maybe some pressure of the situation, maybe just happens to always be a bad day, but no John's here, so it doesn't really matter what the situation
That's right,
is.
there are no Johns
allowed. A win is a win, a loss is a loss. And here we are just rolling along. One stock behind Mari is, but it's barely there. One very decent aerial will take this. Maybe two, since it's Charizard right now.
There it is.
And there we go, just closing up that stock really quick. And just only 20% on there. And these players, they are, it's not just me, right? They are playing slow, really spacing their moves out, really playing very carefully, right? They're not...
Oh, for sure.
They're not...
I think it's because we know that if either of them made a big mistake, like even that right there was a pretty big mistake for this matchup.
Right.
That they're going to gain 40% or more because they just know how to game every mistake.
Yes. Yep.
Like,
and so
Eni is absolutely not recovered from that Squirtle up B since he whiffed it, for example.
Yeah.
So we only get these brief spikes of fervent action, and until then there's a very strategic feel. It's like chess boxing.
Oh boy. I did not expect that to kill, but there we go. I guess Ivysaur's lighter than I thought, or Ike really does hit harder than I thought. Alright, snapping to ledge that time instead of missing it like he did last time, which is good. He's really starting off with these jabs a lot. He's getting a lot off of these jabs, which you see Ike do a lot, but it's nice to see it because jab is sometimes an underrated move for a lot of characters. It's a move where some characters can get a lot off of a simple jab combo, but people don't really capitalize on it because it could be a little bit weird to line it up. You can't land with a jab, for instance,
The other thing to note is that Mari is making a lot of clever moves here that involve him taking advantage of every possible mistake.
Yes.
And then using those moves in unconventional ways. We saw the up B out of shield earlier, which like Ike can do certainly, but it didn't connect and carry away like you want up B to. It didn't scoop. And yet he still managed to make it work. I don't think most players know the right time to do something that drastic and weird.
Yeah, and it's not something he's been going for a lot, so it's a good mix-up.
No, not at all, actually.
Another thing you see him go for, or you've seen him go for a couple times, is landing on any shield with a forward air, and kind of baiting Eni out into this, baiting Eni to try to grab because, you hit an aerial on shield. You want to grab to punish that, but then using Ike's quick jab combo to break up that grab. So landing and then just buffering that jab, or maybe just using it very quickly, breaking it up. So we're seeing 1-to-1. Really, really, really good play here from both of these players. As to be expected, as always. Kalos might be in his favor, and we know that Eni does love Kalos. He's a big fan of Kalos.
And that Eni does kind of have a pocket Pikachu, but no, we're gonna see PT. I think this is still a fine choice.
Yeah.
I think he benefits a lot from Charizard's weight towards the end of stocks.
Yes,
So.
especially here on Kalos.
Mm-hmm.
Even with Ike, it's still a little tough to kill if he's on Charizard. So, gotta go fast as any. And there we go. Just seeing a dash attack on shield. Not the best, not the biggest string in the world, but a 34% combo. Where Ike gets a grab combo and yep, bringing it right back. And there's that jab I was telling you about, landing unsafely, but using that jab to cover that. And I say unsafely. I know that move could be safe on shield if spaced properly, but he's not spacing it. He's wanting to land to bait out that jab or bait out that grab so that he can jab. And he's staying here quite a long time on this Squirtle. But I think he wants to save his invincibility there because, you know, whenever, just like that, whenever PT changes, it's basically a second air dodge. So you can get more invincibility. You can get an air dodge in, and then you can switch, or switch and then air dodge. So you do get a second air dodge essentially with PT if you're switching. So I think he wanted to save that switch for a moment that felt like that. Not going to ledge that time, and punishing Eni for trying to sit there and wait for him. There we go. That's going to be stock. But 173%. That was pretty high. That being said, 83% is relatively low for closing out this first stock. So let's see. There we go. That doesn't matter. It does not even matter.
Ivy.
What you can get out of Ike Nair is absolutely insane. And there you go. Nair to bear. You gone, boy. It's the second time he's killed Ivysaur way earlier than I thought he would. I don't know if I keep underestimating Ike's kill power here, or if I'm overestimating
Ivy's weight.
Ivy's weight, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd like to know what the average kill percent for that confirm is at that position. But anyway, here we go. Eni's taking back a little bit of momentum here. After switching to Ivy. Quite a bit of momentum now.
Absolutely is.
I think that we can say that Ivy is probably what Eni seems to be the most comfortable on. I don't know if it truly is, but it definitely seems to be what Eni likes sticking on here. So it seems to be what he. You
didn't have to dox Eni like that. Now everybody knows his real name is Emily.
It seems to be what he likes to go, where he feels safest. And of course, Ivysaur does play the best in this safe percent here. So, you know, Charizard to close out this stock, try to get a little bit of weight. That would have killed Ivy.
Yes.
Yeah, and just playing it safe, but
nice.
Just making that same mistake of attacking that shield, and Eni not changing up his game plan. He had a game plan and he went for it.
Oh, the switch to
Seeing the Squirtle, because we see the Ike at low percent. So I think that he just feels comfortable enough going into Squirtle with that Ike at that percent. Try to get a couple nice low percent combos off. Better be careful here. Looking at that shield, and he just sitting there in shield is definitely not going to help him there. Mixing up the ledge option.
Definitely getting all the extra percent he can on this stock.
Yeah, it's only 30% so far, but we have seen him hold the lead and kill. Yeah, we have seen Eni hold the lead and kill much earlier than Ike has been able to, in most cases. There we go. Bad jump and good up smash. Yep. So he's out of a lot of crazy Squirtle combo ranges. Good shield there. But he's still taking a very decent percent to Squirtle right now. And you better watch out just at this point in time. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, he got the wall jump in there. I thought Eni was just gonna SD. I was gonna lose my mind.
My heart dropped.
My heart dropped.
I was terrified for poor Eni. But no, Eni was prepared.
Yeah.
Ready.
Yeah, he got it. He got it.
This is why he's the pro and we're the zero.
Yeah, this is true. So Ike's got a lot of coming back to do, and he can do it. gonna have to play very careful and try to just play around what PT is capable of. Challenges like that, which seemed unsafe, but spaced properly, I don't know if there was a chance that that could have happened. One, this up throw might kill. I don't know the. Okay, I didn't know the if that was possible to DI. I didn't know the angle of that off the top of my head. Boy, that one was very, very close, especially after that almost SD from Eni, really going deep there, accidentally, and pulling that out. Oh boy.